That's,
So
I mean, if there's a lesson learned for any kind of future administration, any future DOD head, is that the way of war has changed. We're now in a drone war time, basically. At there's always going to be a place for missiles, but whenever you're basically firing, $1 million+ missile that takes over a year to make against $1,000 drone that they can churn out thousands a month, the math is not there. This is a time, and for a $1 trillion Department of Defense budget, which is insane, this is the takeaway here, that the way we've done war, and the way we've planned war, and the way we've built our military and our arsenal up is due for a radical face-over.
yeah, no, there's for sure a huge cost imbalance when you look at the technologies versus drones that could be produced at 40,000, 20,000, and probably, some of them even, in the handful of $1,000 for different capabilities. And that's only, I mean, unfortunately, I don't think it's a good thing for humanity, but I think it's going to get even cheaper.
Yeah,
And so you're looking at it is different, and we don't have that experience. We don't have the manufacturing capability to deal with it. We don't have anything. And that's where I think, if Iran decides to grind this out, and then, the cost will be very high to us already. We pulled the entire system out of South Korea, leaving them vulnerable. And at some point, Israel's going to go low on some of this stuff. And it's like, yeah, that's a whole different conversation. I know that we got to pull this to a close, but, yeah, I think that this is the thing to be watching right now, aside from all the other crap that they're trying to pull. We can't ever forget that they're, trying to figure out how to rig the election. They're trying to figure out how to cheat. They're breaking the law every single minute of every single day. With regard to the war, let's not just remind ourselves that this is an illegal war. This is a war that's not authorized by Congress, that the actions that they're taking, including Pete Hegseth saying that we should give no quarter, to, which is a clear war crime in and of itself. They've blown up boats. They've engaged in war without going to Congress for authorization, and they at some point need to be held accountable. We have a whole large section of this administration that are guilty of war crimes as we speak.
without a
So
doubt. And let's not forget that here at home, the Epstein files, they've done an excellent job of distracting us from that.
yeah, it's become more and more apparent what the truth is. There is that, Trump was in every way involved in and up to his eyeballs in the whole Jeffrey Epstein matter, and that they're suppressing evidence.
They're
But yeah,
still
no,
withholding.
they
They've got
so
half
there's
they haven't even
yeah,
released in violation of the law.
let's not limit the jail time and the sentencing required to just the Department of Defense, whose pathetic drunk leader insists on calling it the Department of War, which is pathetic, as is most of his behavior. He's in over his head. He's incompetent.
That's right.
He's a bitter, paranoid, vainglorious, alcoholic, maniac, and a assaulter of women. Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know what else we would expect with that type of leadership, and it's really dangerous. And it's going to impact us economically for sure. And it's just overall, it's just a terrible situation. Our allies are abandoning us and refusing to back us up on this because we're so off
It's not good.
base, and it's a debacle and a disaster and a self-inflicted wound by these extremists, these religious extremists we have here at home, called MAGA and MAGA Inc. And yeah, it's all part of the plan.